Welcome back to my hard difficulty walkthrough for Resident Evil Zero, my friends. This is part number 7 of my no damage walkthrough. We're standing inside the treatment plant and we're going to start things off by restoring power to the treatment plant. We have to solve this very simple puzzle. We can only press 3 buttons per turn. So first start with that one, now press this one, and lastly press this one, there we go, and that restores power to the plant. And now, before I head down, I'm actually going to head back up and I'm going to collect those 15 handgun bullets that I left behind in the level 2 of the factory. I'm really regretting not picking them up before, but you see, heading into this segment I had a different strategy planned out for the final boss fight. I was going to use Molotov cocktails to weaken the boss and then finish off the boss with other types of ammunition, but as it turns out that's not the best strategy because the final boss moves very quickly and it's hard to hit it with Molotov cocktails and at the same time avoid taking damage. Therefore, what I'm going to do is use the handgun to defeat the first form of the final boss. I'll just use the handgun, but that's going to require at least 130 handgun bullets, so as you can imagine we have a lot of collecting to do, but considering at this point I have 75, the remaining handgun bullets that lay scattered around the treatment plant will be enough, just about enough, to finish off the first form of the Queen Leech. And what I'm going to do is use the 3 Molotov cocktails that I have to weaken the plague crawlers that I need to defeat. And then I'll just use probably the shotgun to finish them off since they'll be weakened. And by using this method I'll have enough handgun bullets to take care of the Queen Leech and avoid taking damage in the process. Be careful in this room, there's 3 zombies, but as you can see you have plenty of space to outmaneuver them, so I wouldn't worry too much. And in this room, this corridor, there's a leechman waiting for you, ready to give you a hug, but we don't want any. Instead we're going to move forward and reunite with Billy. Let's pick up the map. This zombie was playing pool and he wants to challenge us to a match, but unfortunately we don't have time right now, so sorry dude, I'll see you later. We need to get Billy. And if I use the handgun to take care of the first form of the final boss, then I'll have plenty of ammunition, I think, for the second stage of the final boss fight. So hopefully everything will turn out well in the end. The treatment plant in my opinion isn't very hard, but the final form of the Queen Leech is going to be troublesome because we can't control our AI partner at one point and that's going to be annoying. But we'll manage.
Rebecca, where am I?
You're safe now. Are you okay? Huh? What could have done this?
They must have been used as test subjects in Marcus's research. He must have kept messing around with the mother virus.
Billy?
Seems poor Billy is having a flashback here and reminding himself of all the people that his unit killed. But we need to use Billy to solve the next puzzle. We need 2 characters. Let's just give him the shotgun shells. And now that I think about it, Billy was knocked out cold when he got pushed down by the current. So how did he climb up there? Maybe it was one of those friendly lurkers who just left him there because they felt bad for him. Because I don't think that anyone who's knocked out would be able to do that. In fact, he should have drowned by now, but best not put too much thought into it, I guess. By the way, you can obtain a trophy with Rebecca here. If you try to push this heavy crate with Rebecca, you'll get a trophy called I'm a medic, not a bodybuilder, or something like that, because Rebecca can't push that big crate. Now we're going to turn the gate right. I think that they did this to make sure that we didn't leave Billy behind and didn't try to complete the game without Billy. So only Billy can push that heavy crate. We're going to push this crate here. The goal here is to form a bridge with the 3 lightest crates, then fill up the tank with water and cross the bridge to get the valve handle. So let's climb up here, and now we're going to turn the gate once again. We're going to turn it to the left this time. And we're going to push the crate in the center forward. Then turn the gate to the right once again. And then just push the crate forward yet again. So that we can form a bridge. And okay, now we can push this crate forward and that will form the bridge. We'll get the valve handle and we're going to try and pass through the corridor with the Leechman. Before he can attack us, we're going to leave the corridor, so everything should be fine. It's not too complicated. We're going to leave Billy by the door and almost forgot to fill up the tank with water, so turn around, there we go. That's better. And now we can cross. So pick up the valve handle with Rebecca, switch back to Billy, call Rebecca and get out of this room.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
Now let's give the valve handle to Billy. We're going to use Billy to make a run for the door, so that we can leave the corridor before the Leechman attacks. Where's the pool zombie? Hey guys, do you wanna play? Nope. Not today, my friend, not today. Okay, get ready to make a run for it. We have plenty of time to do this, actually. Because, as you'll notice, as Billy calmly turns the valve around, the Leechman just waits. Because, truthfully, he only wanted to get a hug, really. He doesn't wish harm to anyone. Okay, now I'm going to use the shotgun here and I'm going to waste a little bit of shotgun ammunition, I think. Because I don't trust these zombies. Nonetheless, we got them. And now we're going to move up to get the red chemical, and at the same time we're going to collect a file. So let's leave Billy here. There's a zombie up here, but we can leave the area before he has time to do anything. Excuse me, Billy.
You stay here.
Okay.
Let's get the file. And let's just calmly read it while the zombie goes around the room, just because. This file explains what happened to the investigation team. So that answers my question from the previous segment. Not that I'm surprised really, because most of the times whenever we find a file left by someone else in Resident Evil, it usually means that that person died already. So this guy was no exception to the rule. Whoops, I forgot to call Billy, didn't I? I totally did. Yep, oh well, back up the steps, because there's zombies in this room still on the other side, and I don't want to take any chances.
This way.
Yeah.
Seriously, Billy, do I always need to tell you to follow me? I mean, there's a few situations where it should be obvious. Don't stay up there. But oh well. Ignore those zombies. Hurry up, Billy. Let's give Billy the shotgun. And let's try and take care of the two hunters quickly before they get too close. One. And that guy jumped, unfortunately, but... Actually, I think he's still alive, but I'm not going to waste any more magnum bullets. Yep, he's still alive. You finish him off, Billy. That should do it. There we go. So I actually ended up essentially wasting a magnum bullet. That magnum bullet didn't connect with the second hunter because he jumped right as I was about to shoot, otherwise he would have been dead. That was a sneaky little bugger, wasn't he? But pick up the grenades, and let's also pick up the handgun bullets. There's 30 of them here. That's going to come in handy. And that's in hard difficulty. In the easier difficulties they might even give more, who knows. And I'm going to save my game here because we're about to have another boss fight, so just to be on the safe side, might as well save. As you can see, there's a previous recording here that wasn't there before. That's because, like I said, I tried out my first strategy against the Queen Lich first, found out that that strategy didn't work all that well, so that's why I'm attempting this different alternative method, and we'll just see how it goes. There's another file here, make sure you pick it up. Talks about the battery fluid, which we'll need to get to charge up the battery, but we don't need to worry all that much. It's not like it's a very important file, but you need to collect it and read it regardless to get the trophy. Okay. Head down while stepping on a few leeches, just because. They must hate Rebecca. Oh, and by the way, be careful guys, because from this point on there might be a few lurkers. Those are those mutated frogs, and they can jump out of the water and try and grab one of the characters. Hey guys! Nope. So this fight with the Tyrant is actually pretty simple. We're going to get close to him. Rebecca, she's being AI controlled right now, but she'll just fire the Magnum, which will stun the Tyrant, and then we'll just shoot the shotgun at close range. And one more. There we go. And he's down. So yes, we wasted a few Magnum bullets here, but it's worth it. And we still have 2 to spare, so we'll be good. Because even on hard difficulty, we'll be able to pick up a few more Magnum bullets later on. In fact, after you take care of the first form of the final boss, if you're playing on either easy or normal, you get even more Magnum bullets. So you'll have plenty of Magnum bullets to spare. On hard, not so much, but I'll manage with what I have. Let's pick up the motherboard. And let's head back down, and we're going to go back up the elevator. And we have to go around 3 zombies, but it's actually really simple because there's a handy trick in Resident Evil Zero and in the remake as well that you can use, where zombies and other enemies will not be able to enter areas with stairs or an elevator. Essentially areas where there's an animation that transitions between areas. So as you're about to see here, there's going to be kind of an invisible wall that prevents the zombies from moving forward. So he won't be able to pass this point. See, he's stuck. It's like there's an invisible wall. Because the zombies can't get inside the elevator, because they can't head down the floor below with you. And darn it, if Billy had picked up that file more quickly. It's annoying how sometimes it's hard to pick up things because of these bad angles, but oh well, no harm done. It's the treatment manager's diary, and he knew that a lot of bad things were being done here, but I guess he didn't really care because, again, if you work for Umbrella, you have to be evil. Let's step back inside the elevator, and now we're going to leave Billy inside the elevator with all these zombies. Switch back to Rebecca, she's going to go around. It's all good. And we're going to place the motherboard, call the gondola, and move on to the next area before the zombies can do anything. And Billy will be protected because, again, there's that invisible wall that prevents the zombies from moving forward. So it really comes in handy because you save up ammunition since you don't have to kill the zombies, and Billy, even though he's probably pretty scared and cursing at Rebecca for leaving him alone in a room with 2 zombies who are staring directly at him, but he's safe, nothing bad will happen to him. In fact, if you really want, you can switch back to Billy and just go down the elevator and you'll be even more safe because there's no zombies down there. We're going to push this lever and that will create a path for Billy. By the way, don't forget to pick up those acid rounds. You'll need them for the final boss fight. And now we're going to take care of a plague crawler. I'm going to weaken the plague crawler with a Molotov cocktail. Once again, we're going to explore the invisible wall strategy. The plague crawler can't go down the steps with you. So, all that we need to do is move near the steps. The plague crawler won't be able to come forward. I know it looks like he's very close, but he can't do anything about it. And then just use a few handgun bullets to finish off the plague crawler, and we have enough ammunition, don't worry. So you can spare a few handgun bullets here to take care of that plague crawler. Add in the blue chemical, and now we're going to prepare the battery fluid. There we go. And now we're going to move down, and we're going to switch back to Billy while Rebecca waits, so that we can get that battery that's up there. Haha, you guys can't reach me. Those zombies are probably like, curse game mechanics. Okay, through this door, and be careful guys, because there's a very good chance that a lurker, or as I like to call them, mutated frogs, will appear here. There's the bugger, but we'll be able to reach the steps and climb up before he can grab us with his tongue. If he does and starts pulling Billy, it's an instant death attack. So the lurkers should actually be called water trolls, because that's what they are. Because here you are almost about to end the game, and then all of a sudden one of those things pops out and drags you to your death. It's not very pleasant. But as you can see, we can pretty much ignore them actually. It's very important here guys, as soon as you regain control of your characters, hold both the left and the right analog stick and push your characters to the left, and the plague crawlers won't be able to hit you because in this area you're protected. So let's just throw the Molotov cocktails. Weaken them, there we go. They're still alive, which is annoying, but I'm not going to use the handgun, so I'll use the shotgun here. 2 shots should do them in, hopefully. Okay, well, it actually took more than that. 3 bullets. Oh well. At this point I need the handgun bullets more than I need the shotgun shells. So now we're going to move up the steps. And we're going to backtrack here a little bit, because we need to obtain the Incinerator Card. We need that card to reach the final area, or at least the area where we have the first segment of the final boss fight. So once again we'll need to use both Billy and Rebecca to do this. But now that we've unlocked that door, it works as a shortcut, and by using that method we avoid having to pass through the corridor with the Leechman, and we've essentially created a safe path for us, which is good. So now we're going to leave Rebecca here. Oh, whoops. That was silly of me. I was going to input the battery without
Uncle
combining it with
Okay.
the battery fluid. Move Billy up here. Switch back to Rebecca. Let's combine both things. There we go. Get the high-powered battery. And now Billy will be able to reach the Incinerator Card, which you get automatically. And now we're going to get out of here. Be careful because sometimes
Let's go.
it's random when he might appear, but there's a lurker who might jump out of the water there. So it's better for you to use Rebecca to cross that area. Get close to the door, call Billy, and then get through the door. And then go through the door, because otherwise there's a chance that Billy might get attacked by the lurker and take damage. Like I said, it's random when these lurkers appear. So just because they don't appear during a certain part of my walkthrough, it does not mean that they won't appear in your playthrough. In pretty much any area with water, they can jump out of the water. I think that in total there are 3 areas where they can appear. So now we're going to place Billy by the door, and we're going to backtrack with Rebecca so that we can save the game one last time. And I recommend that you do this because the final boss fight is very hard. Even if you don't care about taking damage,
Okay.
there's still a very good possibility that after 2 strikes the final boss can kill Rebecca. So you don't want to run the risk of having to restart this entire segment if you end up dying against the final boss. So I really recommend that you go ahead and save your game, pick up these handgun bullets. So in total we have 145 handgun bullets for the final boss. That's just about enough, so we'll be good. And we're just going to backtrack here a little bit with Rebecca. It's not a big deal at all. Be careful just in case a lurker jumps out of the water though. But again, you should be able to cross to the other side before anything happens. And the lurkers, after they attack once, they usually jump back inside the water, so you really don't need to worry about them. In fact, if you shoot them once, they'll also jump back inside the water. Up the elevator we go. There's 2 zombies in this area still, but we can reach the door before they can do anything. And we're just going to climb up another flight of stairs, and then we will be done with this segment. I'm going to leave the final boss fight for the last part of the walkthrough, just like I did with the remake walkthrough that I did. And after you save your game, you don't need to take Rebecca all the way back near Billy, because once Billy enters the final boss area, Rebecca will be automatically teleported into that area. So you save up a lot of time by doing that, and there should be an ink ribbon somewhere around here. I left it on the ground here, even though I can't quite see it. Oh, it's shining there in the corner maybe? Oh, I think it is. There it is. It's always annoying because sometimes you can't really find the items that you're looking for. There it is, it's inside that boot. Kind of would have sucked if I couldn't find the ink ribbon. I would have to start all over. That would be annoying. But that's going to conclude this segment, my friends. The next part is going to be the last. We'll see how I handle the Queen Leech. See if I can avoid taking damage. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later for the next part. Take care, my friends.